What's up, guys? Welcome to Making Great Salespeople. I'm your host, Marcus, aka EV Lee, and the future is now. This is episode 2, Making Great Salespeople, the meet and greet. The meet and greet is the most important step of the sale. This is where you gain the trust, this is where you gain the authority and the respect from the customer. Remember, you want to be a professional, you want to appear as a professional. As soon as the customer sees you or receives a text message from you or hear your voice, if they called into the dealership, they're making a conscious decision if they want to do business with you. They're trying to think if you're the girl or guy that can help them and help solve their automotive problem. Remember, these customers are serious. They're serious about something. Not every day customers come onto the lot. Most customers buy a car every 3 to 5 years. It's not every day that they're just inquiring or calling into the dealership. So when they call, when they come, you must be ready. You only get one chance to make a first impression. So when the customer rolls on the lot, it's showtime. Everything that you've been working on, every customer that you had experience with has to come to the forefront today. Love the one that you're with. You may not get another customer all day. Don't allow that customer to just tell you a lie, which comes off as an objection that normally occurs because they just don't know you, they don't like you, or they don't trust you. So slow it down. Every dealership is different. Some dealers want you to get the manager involved as soon as you meet the customer, which is fine. Managers have seen thousands of experiences, thousands of different customers. Slow the process down. We're not trying to sell, we're only trying to make a friend and figure out exactly who we're dealing with, and then we'll get into how to solve their problems. But remember, making a friend is just how you make friends. Introduce yourself with confidence. Let them know exactly who you are. How long have you been at the dealership? Are you a seasoned vet with 5+ years, or are you new to the industry? Today's your first day. Let that customer know. Set the expectation. Lay out exactly what's going to go on. Slow it down, right? Ask them if they want something to drink. Ask them would they like a snack. Like I said, every dealership is different. Some dealers want you to get them right into the door, sit them down. Some dealers want you to not bring them in until you land them on a vehicle. That's why the steps of the sale is so important, so you can identify where you are throughout the process. But the meet and greet should be done in the first 30 seconds to a minute, but it continues. All of these processes are in continuation until the deal is done. So as you tell them exactly who you are, maybe you start to build value into your dealership's resources, how long your managers have been there, and how many people have they helped. You don't want to overtalk yourself or the dealership, but you do want to have some swagger. You do want to have fun with the customer. Most customers don't want to be in the dealership at a long period of time. That's their biggest fear. Time, and that you're going to try to rip them off. So if we know those things as pros, we can identify them early and set the tone. Let them know that you're here to work for them, that you're going to work very efficient. They may see you run around a little bit, but you're not trying to skip a step. You're truly respecting their time. So if the customers see that you're willing to work and you let them know, most likely you're going to start to gain their trust. Your biggest competition is not the other salesperson at the dealership. It's the salesperson that they just left at the other dealership, or maybe the other salesperson that they're in communication with via online. You're not the only one. You just have to be the best one. Remember, that customer's making a conscious decision and they're sizing you up and saying, hey, I don't know if I trust this person. I don't know if I want to do business with this person. So you have to gain all of their respect in a moment's time. It's old school tactics to run and rush to a customer's car, go right into the sales process. It's 2026. These customers have all the information at their disposal. They have chat, they got our online website, they have the YouTube, they got everything at their disposal. So the only thing that they don't have is a professional, someone that they can trust. So you be that person for them. Let them know that you're here to help. Remember, during this stage, you're only trying to make a friend. So as you go and identify maybe a hat that they're wearing, a sweater or jersey, a tag bracket, you just want to have fun. But you also want to identify the customer that you're with because you'll see about four different personalities and you want to know how to cater to each one of those personalities the moment that you meet them as well. So it's constant practice and training and different experiences that we must go through, to be able to identify these four personalities on a fly. So you'll see that the first personality that comes on a lot is normally someone who's not trying to play games. They know exactly what they want. They done their research already. They're trying to get in, get out. They're not trying to play any games with you. So you have to respect and identify that personality and match and mirror their energy, their tonality, and their body language as well. You may get a second personality that comes in that you feel is they're very easygoing. They're telling you everything that they're looking to accomplish, and it's easy to break the ice with these customers. That's more of your extrovert personality, someone who's there to kind of have fun, and maybe they bought a car, a few years ago. But you also want to be there for that customer and understand exactly who that customer is because that customer could have a champagne taste on a beer budget, but they're a very fun style personality. The next personality that I normally see is a shy, timid personality, or that's how they appear to be, but that's just someone who don't really know how to make a decision on their own. They really need your help, but they're only going to do business with you if they trust you. So you have to help and guide them through the process and lay it out for them step by step and help them in making the best decision because they could be that customer with a lot more uncertainty. The next personality is the customer who comes in with all the information. CarMax offer already printed, KBB quote on their trade. They looked up the incentives, the rebates, and they have printouts from multiple dealers and they want to see all of these different vehicles with different specs. And this customer, I normally congratulate them for doing all of their research, but they could suffer from paralysis analysis. With all of that information, they may still not be able to make a decision. So if you can identify that personality, you'll be able to kind of better guide them into making a great decision, but also respecting, all of the research that they've done as well. So if you can start to identify these personalities, match and mirror their energy, match and mirror their tonality, it's going to help you gain the trust and gain the control that you need to help guide them through the process. Remember, we're not selling anymore. You're just trying to help a friend. You're trying to make the process easy. You're trying to make it seamless, not just for the customer, but for yourself as well. Because the name of the game is to be as efficient as possible. You want to make money throughout the process, but you also want to sell more than one car a day. So for you to sell more than one car a day, you have to be efficient through your process. And it all starts with the meet and greet. The moment that you meet the customer, it's showtime.